Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen. Welcome back to this Genesis Mindset series that I've been putting together. I've started to get some engagement in the comments, so thank you very much to the people who started commenting. I hope you've been appreciating my comments in return, and I will start getting onto the metaverse and the AI in the future. So, as I explained in the comments, I'm actually trying to deliver this series in a sequential order that I think is going to make the most sense for where we are in the cryptocurrency cycle at the moment, because this is something that I believe is going to be evergreen content that can be applied to investing in the future as well. So, obviously, the metaverse and artificial intelligence, in my opinion, are going to be the next major frontiers. So, at the moment, it's all about milking cryptocurrency for all that it's worth. Love the space, love the technology, but I'm also here for the money and here to figure out how to make money so I can actually make changes in the world. That's what it's all about. I'm a full time volunteer. I pour all my money and all my resources into helping the world. So this is what the cryptocurrency, that's my why, to really design and build meditation centers in the world. And it has been a big week this week. There has been so much FUD. The CPI was lowered in America. The SEC started suing everybody, and you had the Fed pausing interest rates. However, that didn't actually, it actually caused a dump in cryptocurrency. So there was some interesting things going on, but really, once you've been through a few cycles, you can really see the FUD for what it is. On the one hand, the SEC is suing, and on the other hand, Hong Kong and Russia are stepping up to say, hey, we will take the money. So once you start having conviction in the space and you really wrap your head around what's going on in cryptocurrency, you know that it's not going anywhere. The gains are diminishing, no doubt about that, but it's certainly not going anywhere anytime soon. So without further ado, let's now get into the presentation. So, welcome once again to the Genesis Mindset. So, this is all about mindset for investing, trading, and life. So, investing and trading, I realized a long time ago that the similarities between how you trade and invest is how you live your life. If you have a clean, good, routine, good habit based life, you also trade and invest in the same way. If your life is in chaos, then you're also trading and investing in that way, and you will get hammered. So that's really something that I'm here to deliver. But on that note, I am not a financial advisor. I've just learned all this on my own and I've applied it. This is my third cryptocurrency bull market. And I'm here to try and help you and show you the way how I think you can turn $1,000 into $1,000,000 by following this process of mindset. And again, not financial advice. You do what you want to do. And I'm not a maxi for anything. I'm literally just putting this into practice now because I've invested in Pulse Chain. So that's something that I follow. But I love all cryptocurrencies. I love the market. I've invested in Cardano, I've invested in XRP, I've minted Zen, I've done metaverse tokens, so many tokens in the last bull market, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Really, I've been everywhere. Litecoin. So I'm not aligning myself to anything in particular. And I want to make that very clear. I'm just saying that now with Pulse Chain launching, following this system should get you a lot of money by the end of it if you apply the mindset principles. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is episode 4, and this episode, following this theme of turning 1,000 into 1,000,000, is follow this one person to make millions. So this one magical person, everybody needs to follow this one person. And I want to ask you, who could it be? Just think about it for a moment. Who could it actually be? The answer is you. It's you. You are the only person who is going to make you money. Nobody else is going to do it for you. So this is going to be a bit of tough love, actually. But I hope it doesn't come across as arrogant or harsh. I really hope it comes across with the sincerity and the love that I'm trying to deliver this message with. And so now I'm going to talk about the 3 things that you need to really develop your mindset, because you are in control. So you need a growth mindset, and a growth mindset requires you to have a clear mind. So you need to be detached from everything that's going on in your mind. If you're fixated on what's in your mind, you're already losing. You're already losing. You need to be clear and open minded all the time. You need to develop emotional intelligence. You really need to be able to, once again, detach yourself from what's going on in your mind, detach yourself from the emotions that are in your mind. And you also need to continuously learn. So a growth mindset is always it's basically the realization that I know nothing. I know nothing, and I just need to keep growing and keep learning and keep having an open mind and I'm only going to get better and stronger. But first, you need to have a clear mind. A clear mind through meditation, not just any meditation. The meditation method that I particularly advocate for is one of self reflection and discarding from your mind. This is a very profound method, in my opinion, and this will allow you to clear your mind from those tens of thousands of thoughts so you can actually have a clear mind, so you can have that emotional intelligence, and you can have that mindset to actually continuously learn with ease. Gratitude mindset. This cannot be understated. This is really all about having the right perspective. There's so many people out there that, guys, do you realize this is actually the best time to be alive in human history? Thousands of years ago, you had to give all your money to the king. The king could just come along and take what he wanted. An army could come and raid your town, steal your wife, murder your kids. Like, we are living in a time where you can create yourself financial freedom through cryptocurrency. Start being grateful to the world for what we actually have at our fingertips. With the internet, we're all connected. We have so much information, so much knowledge out there, so much ease with which to create money and create financial freedom. There shouldn't be anything to complain about, guys. If you have a negative mindset, you're already walking down a losing road. I was completely negative minded as well. I totally understand. So I'm not having a go. And again, what I would advocate to clear that negativity from your mind. The way that I did that was, again, through self reflection and discarding. I looked back on all the things that I had in my mind, all that negativity. And through that repeated process of meditation, clearing out the negativity from my mind, I was able to eliminate it so I can have a positive mind and a grateful mind. So, really, just be thankful for everything. Don't complain. What's the point of complaining? It puts you in a position that is powerless. Don't complain. Be grateful to the world, whatever you want to call that world, whether you want to call it universe, God, or Allah. Doesn't matter whether you want to just call it nature or world or physics or whatever. Doesn't matter what you call it. Just be grateful to that existence. This is secret, but it's not secret. This is magic, but it's not magic. It's actually a fundamental law. Really go and study the mindsets of all the most famous people in the world and see what they all have. They all have gratitude, every single one of them. A humble mindset. This is, especially now, I see it all through Twitter, and it's something that I did. It's something that my friends do to me. It's something that I did to my friends in the past. Not taking any responsibility. The human mind inside of this little bubble that we're living inside of, this little bubble, this little mind world in here where I think I'm the king, I'm the best, I'm always right, I know everything. It's filthy. It's such an incorrect mindset. It's such an incorrect way to live because you don't take responsibility. Oh, if only I didn't listen to you and I just did this. People will come and say that to me. Oh, I shouldn't have invested this. I wish I just trusted myself and invested and held off and did this or did that. If you had the mindset to do that, you would have done that. You would have done that, but you didn't. You didn't. And it's because of you. It's because of your own mind. So take that responsibility. Don't take it out on somebody else that's just trying to help you. Don't blame somebody on Twitter or YouTube for your investment decisions. It's a harsh but fundamentally true statement. You have to take responsibility because it gives you the power to be able to change and take control of your life. If you give all your power away and just blame the world, you're losing. I'm sorry, you are always going to lose. It's a losing mindset. I'm really sorry to say, and I know that from experience. Really having the mindset of I'm always wrong. This is, again, it might seem like a negative connotation, but it's absolutely not. It's part of a growth mindset. I'm always wrong. I know nothing. If you always think, everybody has so much pride. You look at Twitter, you look at everything, everyone's arguing, everybody thinks that they're right. If whatever you put into your mind, you think that that's the truth. I'm going to read about real estate and I'm just going to read real estate books. I haven't read anything about cryptocurrency. And then I'm going to tell everybody it's all about real estate. Oh, I'm only going to read cryptocurrency and I'm not going to read anything about stocks. And I'm just going to tell everybody, oh, it's only cryptocurrency and stocks are rubbish. They all have their place. In my opinion now, I think cryptocurrency is by far, evidence suggests that it's the best and fastest way to actually make wealth if you know how and when to take profits. But the mindset of I'm always wrong keeps you humble, keeps you always growing. The best traders in the world have this mindset. Stan Druckenmiller, in the world, out of what, 7 or 8 billion people, listen to how he talks. He never talks with, oh, I'm so right, listen to me. He's always telling you, like, I don't really know anything, I'm just this is just a probabilistic guess. Having that probabilistic thinking, and not thinking that I'm so great, having that really humble mind, that low ego, it's so important, so important. But everybody always thinks they're right. You're not. The sooner you can face that, the better it's going to be for you. You know nothing. You only know what you put into your mind. So the sooner you can accept that, hey, your mind can grow. And this is what it's all about, being open minded. So a humble mindset is an open mind because you're always willing to learn, always willing to grow. Okay, now there's 2 sources that you're going to be learning from. So there's the internal sources. You have your emotions, but really, can they be trusted? Have a look at all the FUD that's happened lately. If you're someone who's really succumbed to this FUD, you've been holding on, all of a sudden this capitulation is happening and you can't take it anymore. Your emotions are saying, get out, I'm so afraid I'm going to lose all my money. Can that be trusted? So then, if your emotions can't be trusted, how can you actually use your emotions? This is very, very tricky. This is something that I do personally. I like to develop the emotional intelligence. I know that these emotions are just coming from whatever I have stored in my mind. If I have a life lived in my mind of pure confidence, then I'm probably going to have confidence in these moments. If I have a life lived in my mind of lots of negativity, lots of doubt and fear, I'm probably going to be feeling a lot of doubt and fear and negativity. And that's how I lived. So I have a lot of that in the roots of my mind. So I'm able to recognize that, these emotions aren't me. It's just cause and effect. It's not actually who I am. So I can actually objectively observe those emotions and I can do the opposite to those emotions. And this is exactly what Warren Buffett talks about. Buy when everybody's fearful and sell when everybody's greedy, doing the opposite of your emotions. Your thoughts. Again, really think about it. Can they be trusted? If you've got too many things in your mind, you can fall into analysis paralysis. What do I follow? I got too many. You have an overcomplicated mind, and trust me, I know all about this. I'm an architect. I've got an architecture degree, Master of Architecture. I gorged books. I gorged YouTubes. I gorged documentaries. My mind was so full of knowledge and information. And you think it makes you great. You think it makes you so good to know all of these things, but actually, the more things you have in there, the more complicated things are, the more difficult it is to make decisions, depending on what you've consumed, of course. So you really need to develop your consciousness. And the way, in my opinion, the best way, again, to develop your consciousness is to clear your mind. Through the self-reflection meditation, I'm able to clear my mind. And all the things that I put in there with wisdom, I'm able to see and connect the dots in a much clearer way without having my mind clouded with tens of thousands of thoughts. So again, the hack here is to clear your mind, to have clear thoughts, because once you have a clear mind, it's not like you stop thinking, but each thought, you can really trust each and every thought as it is, rather than, oh, which thought do I trust? There's so many thoughts in there. Which one do I follow? When you have a clear mind, the thoughts coming up are from the source. They're from your true self, which is the universe. Then there's your intuition. So you have your emotions, your thoughts, and your intuition. So people talk about this like the gut feeling. Oh, I wish I should have trusted my gut feeling. You know what? Start to develop this, start to test it. Don't just say it, actually start implementing it. But know this, the reason why I tell you to start implementing it is because it can be misleading. Because humans, the human mind this is a 5 senses camera that records everything in the world into the brain, into the body. And so because I'm doing that, the way that I hear, see, feel, taste, touch the world is all stored in here. So how I'm experiencing the world is based on everything that I've stored in there. So it's not actually the reality as it is. It's an incomplete reality that's in the mind. Therefore, also, I can have a lot of experiences, and I'm talking from personal experience here. I'm someone who lives from the heart, but I became attached to that idea and I analyzed that idea and I kept taking what I would call pictures of this idea. Oh, I'm living from the heart, living from the heart. I'm following my heart, following my heart. But my mind intoxicated that. It does exactly the same with your intuition. You think you might be following your gut feeling, but you're actually just following a reflection of what that gut feeling is based on the past. If you can really understand that, that is your consciousness is very, very on point. And again, the way then to truly develop your intuition is to clear your mind. Then you'll have pure intuition. You'll have that pure intuition in the same way that you have pure thoughts and pure emotions. Instead of it coming from the past, just being a reflection of the past, looping around in your mind and being projected into the present, it will be clear intention because you have a clear mind. And when I talk about clear mind, I'm talking about this being, not talking about the Western perception of mind as just this thing that's happening inside of my brain. I'm talking about this being. This being is the mind. That's the Eastern way of looking at the mind. So now the external sources. So you have your internal sources that will help you make your decisions. At the end, it's still you. Then you have your external sources that will help you make your decisions. But again, at the end, it's still you. So you have your friends and your communities. Really important to align yourself with the smart and right people. So join positive people, avoid negative people. It's pretty obvious stuff, guys, but how many times do you hear you're the sum of your five closest friends around you? This is so true. All my friends are extremely successful, really high up in their field, and I absolutely love and adore every single one of them, and they really inspire me to want to strive to be more. And this is just the reality of the situation. If you're around negative people, then you're also talking negatively, you're listening about negative things, you're adding more negativity into your mind. If you're around positive people, it's the opposite, isn't it? So be around the right types of people, but also you need to understand that you need to maintain a good balance. What I mean by that is also listen to the skeptics. Don't just be blindly positive, be able to balance the two perspectives. But it also means that you shouldn't just be hanging around negative people. Stick with positive people, stick with the people who lift you up and believe in you and give you good advice and offer good opinions on the things that you're trying to learn about, in this case, cryptocurrency investing. But also listen to the skeptics. You can't just be biased on the positive. Then you're going to blindside yourself. And I would strongly recommend against that, because then you get caught in the trap of, oh, just going to go up to 100K Bitcoin. Oh, we're going to go to 1 million in this bull cycle. You get blindsided and you lose. You just, yeah, you get caught with the crowd, really. And you really need to develop that balance. So these are just two of my favorite sources now. So Twitter is a 24/7 live feed. So everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, you can understand the market sentiment through Twitter. Build your Twitter following, create your crowd on Twitter so you can start following the right people to give you the right information. And again, really get a collection of the market. If you're in cryptocurrency and you like one particular cryptocurrency, let's say it's XRP or Zen or Hex or whatever it is, Chainlink, don't just follow people within that community, because then you'll end up just only hearing about that community. Yes, develop that community, know who you're with there so you can actually keep in tune with what's happening there, but also see what's happening in the wider cryptocurrency market. Also see what's happening in Bitcoin. You always need to know what's happening in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is like the leading cryptocurrency. It leads the market. Understand what's going on with Ethereum. Understand what's going on in the macro environment, just to keep in tune with it. Doesn't mean you necessarily have to follow everything there, but just to have that awareness. And then YouTube. There's so many good people to follow on YouTube, but there's also so many bad people as well. And I'm not going to name names on who's good or who's bad, but I like to get a diversity here as well. So I like to have my mindset sources. So because I'm really all about mindset, I think without mindset, you cannot invest. How can you invest with the wrong mindset? It's impossible. It's not the reason why like only 99% of people succeed at trading, or like very few people that succeed at investing, is because it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. The people who know how to play the game have the right mindset. They know how to play the game because their mind is attuned with the game. So if you want to attune with the game, you need to develop your mindset towards the game. You need to adjust and adapt to that game of investing. And this is cryptocurrency investing. And it's not easy. It might seem easy, but it's not. When you see your portfolio go from here to here and the euphoria is like, oh my God, and then you see it go all the way down, that's not easy. That is not easy. And you can see what's happening on Twitter. You can see the markets capitulating. You can see people losing their cool. Like they're really just, they're out. So it's not exactly easy. Then you want to have specific market sources on YouTube. So again, same as Twitter, develop your subscriber list and the people within the cryptocurrency that you're in, the wider market, getting the right kinds of influencers, even the ones that are shilling or not shilling, really just to get a good view of the market that you're in. And again, going back to that mindset sources, I'm talking about like might not necessarily be related to cryptocurrency, but like people talking about business and success and positivity and gratitude and whatever you want to try to develop, really add that into your mind. And like I just said as well, the macro market sources, so the wider macro market. So, for example, I might listen to, for my mindset, I might listen to Ed Milet or Jay Shetty. And then for my specific market sources, I've got your friend Somi, who's just delivering like banging content every single day. I've got Lit, My Life is Awesome. I've got Crypto 7, Ivan on Tech. And then macro market sources, I've got Real Vision, um, some that I can't even remember at the moment. But this is what I mean, really developing that list, because it's really about tuning yourself in with the world. You need to adapt to the world. Alrighty. Thank you very much, everybody. If you would like, please like, subscribe, bell button. Any questions, would really appreciate it. Help drive the algorithm up. My website, coexistencesteven.com, at coexistence_Steven for Twitter and Instagram. And then on Twitter, coexistence Steven. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. This is the end of episode 4. It was slightly longer today. I do hope that the content was valuable. And again, I'm going to say that I've got the shorts as well, the YouTube shorts. So all of those 3 slides, those 3 major points will be broken down into 1-minute slides, 1-minute presentations on YouTube shorts. And I hope it's probably good to listen to both of them, get the long form and short form content. It really will help your mind to switch between the two and really understand the different nuances. So thank you very much, everybody. Hope to see you all next week.